bring your hands to the crest of the top of the hip, to the very top of the lap bone here, and the top. And then make a little kind of flutter or make a table. And if you find when you do that that your knees are any more than that much higher than where your hands come, yeah. So find the top of the crest, that's it. And as you bring the hands forward, so you want to be able to kind of skin the knees. If you find that the knees are higher, so for example this would be my knees being higher, then put a blanket underneath the sitting bones. So do that. So we can lift the pelvis a little bit higher. Everyone here just kind of let.
Good morning everyone. We are in Wales. We're at a retreat called Sunset Bay Retreats for a vegan yoga retreat with hikes, paddleboarding. We've had lovely vegan meals and we got here yesterday and we're about to leave. I'm just quickly vlogging to update you. So yeah, we travelled up from Cornwall yesterday and we're here until Sunday. So I thought I would vlog and share the weekend with you. They invited me to come and I thought, yeah, that sounds like something I would love. Everyone's really lovely. It's in this chapel, which is beautiful in a lovely location. And we've done yoga this morning. It was a really lovely yoga practice and I haven't done yoga in a while. It's been like a month because I stopped going to my classes because life got busy. So it's a nice sort of reintroduction. And yeah, last night we arrived, we met everybody, had a delicious dinner, and all the food is vegan, which is so great. And we had a glass of wine, had a cup of tea, had an amazing night's sleep actually. I feel like I just completely passed out. And then this morning we had my favourite mushrooms on toast with a little chia pudding, and we're heading out for a walk, and then we're going to be paddleboarding on an estuary, and then I think doing a beach walk back, and then we have the option for some treatments. I did have reflexology yesterday when we arrived as well, because there was a complimentary treatment on arrival. And I might do a treatment this afternoon. I might do Reiki, because I've never done it before, or massage, not sure, we'll see. But yeah, I've got to go, because I've got to head out. Got my new walking boots on. I got these from Vivo Barefoot. Very excited to give these a try. And yeah, hopefully we've got everything we need and we're going to go and explore Wales.
Desperate for a pint.
So we've just finished our first portion of the day, our little walk, and now we're in, where is it? Aberdyfi. And the views were amazing up there. Our guide Phil the Hill, he was lovely. And we're just having a little bit of free time, and then we're going to be paddleboarding in about half an hour. So we're just wandering along the front. We could smell some fish and chips, so we kind of want to see if we can get a portion of chips.
Yeah, some cod maybe. Haddock.
We were just saying how it feels like we're on a little school trip, because we had a little packed lunch, and it's like they're telling us where we're going, what we're doing.
Everyone meet back here at 2:50.
Yeah, it's really cute.
You've got 45 minutes of free play.
I have a feeling this is going to be very windy, I'm sorry.
At least the screen's blocking it a bit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Should we get vegan fish and chips? I actually can't believe that we're in some very small town in Wales and they have vegan fish and chips. Maybe because it's a tourist town.
Oh yeah.
What was it called? Walkers?
Walkers.
Walkers fish and chips. Seriously crispy. Chips are amazing. And it's made from jackfruit. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so I just had a massage. Just got home and had a massage. Let me pop you here so you can see where I was lying. So I had quite a firm massage, so you can really see where my head was pushing against the headrest thing. Can you tell that I had one? So I don't know when I last spoke to you, but yeah, we had our, probably when we were having the fish and chips. That was delicious. The vegan fish and chips, no fish and chips. We did paddle boarding, which was really, really fun. It's really different from other times I've gone paddle boarding because they gave us so much instruction. So it was more like a lesson. And I really enjoyed that. Alex, I think, enjoyed that because the last time we did it on our honeymoon, they very much just gave us the paddleboard and said, off you go. So that was really nice and enjoyable. And Alex got up on his feet. Hello?
You gonna shout?
Huh?
You gonna shout?
You know we've got a sound bath in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was really fun. We paddleboarded across the estuary and it had amazing views of Aberdyfi, which was beautiful, and to see where we'd gone on our walk. And then came back, we had an ice cream before, and then we came back and then I had my treatment and it was a proper deep tissue massage. I don't know if I've ever had a massage that firm, because I always say, oh, firm pressure, but sometimes they don't actually do it firm, they just do it hard. Maybe it's because other massages I've had have been in hotels, and I suppose as much as you say I want a firm massage, they're probably slightly conscious that you're there to relax, so they want to have a balance of the two. And I think because I've been paddleboarding, I really felt it. But I think that's a really good thing, and it kind of makes you aware of the tension. I always have this thing in the middle of my back when I'm having a massage that I kind of spasm a bit or like tickle, and I really notice it on my left hand side quite a lot more. She said that when I was lying down I was slightly skewed, which is interesting because when I had reflexology yesterday she said, oh, I noticed something in your left hip and your pelvis. And so having this massage today and her say a similar thing, she said, yeah, it's on your left side, you're kind of off, and your pelvis areas, that's where it's sort of sitting kind of off to the side of it. So she didn't know whether it's worth seeing like an osteopath. I don't know, what is an osteopath? Someone who deals with bones? I'm assuming so. Anyway, it's probably because I have horrendous posture and I'm always sitting at my desk or my computer with my right hand. It's probably throwing me off. And because I'm tall, I've always hunched. And I just love therapies like this because when you do yoga or exercise, you can really understand your body more and learn. Sometimes I find it tricky because I do have health anxiety, that when people tell me things about my body, it's almost like, ooh, I don't want to know because it freaks me out. But then you don't want to avoid knowing about your body because it helps you to heal and like learn it and make it better. So as much as like when I hear stuff like in reflexology, I'll hear stuff and I'll be like, oh, I don't want to know that, don't tell me. It is good to know because you start to understand what's going on with your body rather than avoiding it. And I think that's a positive thing that can come from any of these kinds of treatments. I think I'm going to have Reiki tomorrow because it's something I've always been intrigued by. And then I think when I go home, I think I'm going to try and have regular treatments like reflexology, Reiki, acupuncture, just so I just feel like it's going to benefit me when it comes to my health anxiety and my sort of the way my brain is, to relax, but also to understand my body and get close to my body, and go back to doing yoga every week because I haven't been doing that recently and it was such a benefit for me. We're having a sound bath shortly in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to get dressed in something comfortable and then go downstairs, probably have a cup of tea or a glass of wine or something, depending on what everyone else is doing. I think they've got some treats out for us. I can smell dinner being cooked, it smells lovely. And everyone here is so nice. It's a really nice group of women. Alex is actually the only guy on this trip. My sister was supposed to come, but we switched last minute and Alex came. And it's just a lovely group of women, people from different walks of life, different ages. And it's nice to share this with you because they invited me to come and I'm under no obligation to share this at all. But it's nice to share if any of you are interested in this kind of thing, if you're vegan or if you're just interested in vegan food or yoga or sound baths or healing, or you live near Wales. It's a nice experience to have a retreat organised for you. I will say it's quite remote. I always want to give honest reviews, like you're not going on, like, it's not like a, you know, super fancy luxury hotel retreat kind of thing that you see sometimes on the internet, which is kind of nice though, because it's kind of more down to earth. Feels like you're with a family or group of friends, which is, I don't know, it's quite nice, quite down to earth, quite relaxed, and I think that's a really lovely way to do it. So yeah, I'll leave a link to them if you're interested in this kind of thing. It's a really nice way to spend a weekend. And I'm going to switch off and get dressed, ready for my sound bath. And I love a sound bath. Can't wait.
Just make sure you're allowing yourself to begin to get into a relaxed state. And if any thoughts, worries, anything comes into your mind, just allow it to come and go, just like the clouds in the sky passing overhead. As we move through September, we begin to feel a hint of change in the air, a time of acknowledging transition. Long days and summer holidays finished, children back at school, starting afresh. A time of fruit ripening on the trees and harvest being gathered. A time of falling leaves, of acorns and chestnuts. As we wind down our summer activities and prepare for fall, there's often a bit of sweet sadness. As the days shorten, the air cools and the sun sinks lower in the sky, we begin to crave comfort, warmth and stability. We can take time out to come to a deeper understanding of lessons that we have learnt so far this year. Just allow a calmness to descend over you whilst you engage in peaceful reflection and enjoy your inner bounty, whilst the gentle sounds of singing bowls, drums and gongs wash over you.
Good morning. last night was amazing. The sound bath was such an incredible experience that Alex loved as well. And when we go back to Cornwall, he said that if there's sound baths near us, we're doing it together. So I think, I'm pretty sure my yoga studio does them, but it's Cornwall, so there'll be loads. So 100% I think we're going to try and book on one so we can do that as a regular thing, because it was just incredible. Like, it just sent me into another world. The only way I could describe it afterwards, maybe it's the culmination of everything that day. It was like the perfect day of getting out in nature, having lovely conversations with people, doing some exercise and getting on the sea, and then having some relaxation time, having a massage, having a sound bath. Like, after the sound bath, I had this like feeling in my forehead of like clarity. Kind of like, the way I could describe it is like, you know, if you've had a glass of wine, just one glass of wine, you get this kind of buzzy, lovely feeling, which makes you feel like, and your head kind of feels a bit like, not dizzy, airy, you know, airy. That's the kind of way I can describe it. You kind of feel like you're in another dimension. I'm not talking about when you're drunk. I'm talking about when you like have a glass of wine or a glass of something with dinner or something, and it's that kind of like, I feel a bit, Anyway, this morning we are having, I think, like yoga, stretch, Pilates kind of thing. And then we're going to go on a hike today, I think, up to some waterfalls, I think. And then I think we get to come home and have some relaxation time. I'm going to try Reiki because I've never done it, and I'll probably use the hot tub. I think we've got entertainment this evening. Apparently a Welsh singer, and also he tells like stories, like fables. Very typically, I'm reading Eat, Pray, Love, which is so funny. My sister found this in a charity shop the other day, and she was like, oh, I bought this for you so you can read it on your yoga trip, which is very, very cute. And I'm loving it. I've read one of her books. I read Big Magic years ago, and I loved it. So I'm really loving this so far. I love that it's the version with the movie cover. I feel a bit embarrassed to read it, but I'm really enjoying it. Very witty, very quick, very interesting. So yeah, we have about 15 minutes. I'm just going to get dressed and go downstairs and get excited for yoga. But the combination of being on this yoga trip and reading this book makes me just want to book a yoga trip to like Bali or somewhere. A retreat that's maybe a bit longer in like a holiday destination abroad, like in hot weather, or like a tropical location like Bali or India. I don't know why I feel that way now. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm here, and I'll get over that in a minute. But I'd love to do something like that. Very typical of a vegan influencer to be like, I want to go on a yoga retreat. I promise I won't change my whole personality. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna get dressed now. Morning. This is the outside area. Wow.
Whoa.
Spider. Got a hot tub. Seating. Apple trees. Buddha.
I want to use that fire pit.
Lovely fire pit. Beautiful sky. Sea breeze.
Okay, so we're just going to rest our hands on our knees, and we're just going to close our eyes for a moment and just connect the breath and the body together. So just close your eyes, and then as you breathe out, feeling of letting go, just let it go as you breathe out. And then make this your last deeper breath, and then just come back to some natural breathing. And a couple more times, just dropping the head forwards. Feel a lovely stretch through the back as you drop the head forwards.
And then the length through the neck as you take the head back. And now we're going to sweep the arms all the way up. As you sweep the arms up, looking into the fingertips, take a nice deep breath in as you look into the fingertips. And then as you breathe out, opening your arms, a bit of energy as you come down. Fingertips come down towards the mat. And we're just going to drop the head slightly. And then again.
So we've just arrived and we're climbing Bird Rock. Right here, it looks kind of scary and intimidating, but it's so beautiful. It's very Lake District, very rugged, beautiful stone walls. You can see the little cows over there. So I think we're going to start climbing the hill. We've made it to the summit of Bird Rock and it's beautiful, probably very windy as well.
Hello?
360 views. What was it in Welsh?
Afraid I can't remember.
Oh. So in Welsh it's Craig Aderyn. So we're now at Nant Gwreno.
You can just call it abergynolwyn.
Abergynolwyn. And it reminds me of Goliath Falls in Cornwall, where I grew up.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so beautiful. And the sound. Is that not like the best sound? The rapids. It's like a slightly more hilly Goliath Falls, which is just where I grew up. A lot of Wales. I said this I think when I was in Wales last time. I'll link the vlog. A lot of it just reminds me of Cornwall, the landscape, and the, I don't know, it's like Cornwall but in hills, much more hills.
I contributed to the hooligans in here. Bye bye. Have a nice cup of tea with abergynolwyn. I know
We have just come from the waterfall. Alex managed to go all the way in.
Chicken.
He was very good, he dunked his head.
Chicken.
And everything. I went up to my knees and then decided that it was far too cold because I started to feel pain. And I know enough about like swimming in cold water that if it hurts, you probably shouldn't. Because I don't normally have that experience. You can go away. But we're at a lake now and we're going to go in here because this is less cold. So look at this. Look at these beautiful cars. So we're all going to go for a swim in here and hopefully it's not as cold.
Right. Well done. Go on, Donna. Go on, Donna.
Is it bad?
I'm just going to do it. I love that.
So we're done in the lake. How was that, Alex?
Lovely.
That was glorious. I wish I could show you, but like when you're in the sea, sorry, in the lake, this is your view of these mountains when you're swimming in here. The video I got, I feel like didn't show that, but yeah, when you're in the water, you're literally... Also, look at all these amazing cars. These Lancia, amazing cars. But yeah, when you're in, you're just looking at this, and honestly I've never swam somewhere more like beautiful. Obviously I've swam in Cornish seas but that felt like I was in, I don't know, Canada or Switzerland or something. Just epic, just so beautiful. The UK has just got so much, and I feel like we don't remember, like the Lake District, Wales, Scotland, Cornwall. There's just so much that you don't need to go abroad for. You can have a staycation and just see the most amazing things. But yeah, we all loved it. Got my head in as well. Good evening. I look very dishevelled. I don't know when I last vlogged. I've had Reiki, which was extremely relaxing. And then we just did restorative yoga, which was also so relaxing. I feel like, I don't know, like a I'm so tired that I've got the giggles. That's how I feel. I kept on rolling over and seeing Alex's face during the yoga and getting the giggles. I think it's dinner time now, so I'm gonna go down and head to dinner. I don't know if I've shown you like dinner. I forget what I've been vlogging, so I'll take the camera. I'm hungry. We're in bed and it's our last evening. We had a delicious dinner. It was a few people's birthday, so we had a cake, and then we had a live performance from, I think his name was Will, and he basically tells Welsh fables and stories. And I know that he's a professor and teaches like Welsh stories, so like not myths, what's the word? Symbolic stories.
That's his name.
Gwilym Morris Bird. Incredible. So it was the tale of Taliesin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a famous Welsh tale. And there's lots of different like ways it's presented, because he was explaining how like when you tell stories orally, they end up being like, I guess, made into different stories or different tales. So there's lots of different versions of it. Maybe if any of you in the comments are Welsh, give us the info. Taliesin. And he told the story, and like he said, basically what he does is he sums it up in a way that's digestible for like today, because it's like different. We don't tell stories in the same way, and if he was to tell it in the way that it used to be told, it would be like kind of giving a story to kids. You'd think, what's the relevance of this story? So he kind of asks us questions, so it's like an interactive experience throughout the story, and asked us what we thought of the symbol or what it meant, or what the story was implying, and which is kind of fun. Didn't you not find that quite fun?
Yes.
The interactive nature of it got you thinking.
Yeah, it reminded me of other myths and stuff.
Yes, so there's like, he was saying that like there's lots of symbols that are common in different stories through religion or culture.
Yeah, reincarnation and
yes,
worldwide symbols and stories and fables.
So absolutely beautiful evening. We're going to say goodbye tomorrow, and we're going to see Shania Twain. But I'm ready for sleep.
Someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes. It's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when